Good morning students. Welcome to our YouTube channel of Gyan Manjari Modern School. Myself Rachna Shukla going to start with subject maths of standard 8 and our ongoing lesson is lesson number 3, that is squares and square root. Now students, we have seen many topics in squares and square root and we were solving exercise 3C. So there is a doubt to some students in this exercise. So let me solve question number 3 of exercise 3C. Your question number 3 is, sorry, not question number 3, question number 2. Question number 2, the question is, state the number of digits in the square root of the following numbers. And the first one is 529. So the question is, state the number of digits in the square root of the following numbers. So you have to find out, if you find out the square root of 529, how many digits it will be there in that square root, that you have to find out. So you can directly find out by grouping the digits 1 and 2. So it will have 2-digit square root. Then the next one, 5041. So make a pair of two digits, here 1 and here 2. So this will also have 2-digit square root. The next one is third one, 4. Only one number, so it will be 1. See, for all of you know what is the square root of 4? It's 2. The square root of 4 is 2. So we will write 2 is a 1-digit number. So we will write here 1. Now next sum, number 4, 15129. 15129. So 1 pair, 2 pair and 3 pair. So we will get the answer as 3. That means the square root of this number 15129 is a 3-digit number. Then next question number 5. 848241 and 36. Now let's solve these two sums. Here 1 and 1. 2 pairs. So total how many pairs? 3 pairs. So your answer will be 3. Here also only 1 pair. Answer is 1. 6 6 are 36. 6 is a 1-digit number. So your answer is 1. With this we have completed question 2. Now let's solve the last two sums of exercise 3C. Others I have given you in homework. So you will write these everything in your fair book. Now I am solving question 6 of your textbook exercise 3C. The question is, what is the side of a square room whose area is 144 square meter? So the question is, what is the side of a square room whose area is 144 square meter? So first let's draw the figure. This is a square room and in this the area is given. This is 144 square meter area. You have to find out the side. and in the square all the four sides are same. So the formula of area of a square is s square. What is the formula of area? Area is equal to s square. So 144 is equal to s square. Therefore s is equal to root 144. Therefore s is equal to 12 meter. Yes, we got the side of the square and that is 12 meter because area is equal to s square. So 144 is equal to s square. So if you want to find s, you will find out the square root of 144. The square root of 144 is 12 meter. Now solving the next sum, that is question number 7. You have to write down the sums in your fair book, exercise 3C. Your question is, find the length of the other side of the right angled triangle if one side is 12 centimeter and hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. So one right angle triangle is given and in that triangle the hypotenuse is 13 centimeter. What is the hypotenuse? 13 centimeter. One side of that triangle is 12 centimeter. You have to find out the length of the other side. Now let's first draw the figure. This is a right angle triangle A, B, C. See, this is the hypotenuse AC and that is 13 and BC is 12. 12 is also given. So you have to find out AB. So how we will find out? AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. This is the formula. Hypotenuse square plus side square. AC square is 13 square is equal to AB square as it is. BC square is 12 square. So 13 square is 169. AB square as it is. 12 square is 144. Now AB will come this side, 169 will move this side. AB square is equal to 169 minus 144. Sorry. Yes. And AB square is equal to 25. AB square is equal to 25. Therefore, AB is equal to 5 centimeter. Yes, we got AB as 5 centimeter. See, look here, I will explain you. This is the diagram. AC is the hypotenuse, AB is one side, BC is another side. BC is given as 12, AB is not given. So, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AB square plus BC square. So, AC square is 13 square and AB is not given. So, we will put AB as AB and BC square is 12. Then find out the square of 13 and square of BC square, and then this 144 will be subtracted from 169 and you will get the answer as 25. That is AB is equal to 5. Please note down these things in your fair book. Then we will start with the new topic. Now our next topic is example 20. Yes, we will solve example 20. Find the square root of 64 upon 144. See, the question is find the square root of 64 upon 144. So, this is a rational number, and now we will learn how to find out the square root of a rational number. First, your answer, square root of 64 and upon 144. So, we will first find the LCM method. 64, 2 3s are, 2 2s are, 2 1s 16s are, 2 8s are, 2 4s are, 2 2s are, and 2 1s are. This is of 64. Now we will find out of 144. 2 72s are, 2 36s are, 2 18s are, 2 9s are, 3 3s are, and 3 1s are. So we have find out the prime factors of both the numbers. Now let's write down this way. So the factors of 64 were upon 2 into 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 3. So this way you will write in the upon form as it is. Then take out the common 2 into 2 into 2, and here 2, 2 and 3. 2 into 2 into 3. So your answer will be 8 upon 12. What is your answer? Your answer is 8 upon 12. You have to do the sum as we have studied earlier in the previous videos, the same way, but the only difference is you will write in the upon form. 64 factors here, and down denominator 144 factors, and your answer will also be in the upon form. So please copy this sum in your example book. This is your example 20. Now let's do next example. Example 21. Example 21. Find the square root of 17 integer 137 upon 256. See, this is the question. What is the question? Find the square root of 17 integer 137 upon 256. So first of all you will convert 17 integer 137 upon 256 in a rational number. This is a mixed fraction, so convert it in a rational number. To convert it, we will multiply 256 into 17 and then add 137. That is 4489 upon 256. Once again I tell you, multiply both these numbers, 256 into 17 and then add 137. So you will get 4489 upon 256. Now find out the factors of 4489 and 256. 4489 upon 256. Square root you have to find. So first you will find out 4489. Then you will find out about 256, and then you will write down your answer in upon form. Like this way you will solve your sum. So this you will do by yourself. The only twisted point in this example was changing the mixed fraction into a rational number or into an improper fraction. This is an improper fraction. So you have to multiply both this and add 137. So you will get 4489 upon 256. Then finding out the factors and then doing the sum same like this way, you will get your answer. Now the next sum, that is example 22. The question is 73468.7345, and the next question is 6734.8340. You have to pair these numbers. You have to pair the numbers. That is your example 22. So for pairing, first write down the question again, and we will start pairing from the last digits, from the unit place. That is these two numbers, again two numbers, 2 and 7 alone. So total how many pairs? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 pairs. So the next sum same like that way, 6734.8340. From the last digits we will start pairing, that is 1, 2, 3 and 4, total 4 pairs. This way you will do example 22. Now let's start next example. Example 26 of your textbook. Find the smallest number by which 79380 could be multiplied or divided to get a perfect square. So the question is, find the smallest number by which 79380 could be multiplied or divided to get a perfect square. So you will do nothing but find out the factors of 79380, starting with 2, 2 3s are 6 and 19, 2 9s are 18, 2 6s are 12, 2 1s are 2 and 19, 2 9s are 18, 2 8s are 16 and 2 45s are. Two 9s are 18. Sorry, not with 2. It's 5. So starting with 5. 5 3s are 15. 48. 5 9s are 45. 34. 5 6s are 30 and 3 9 6 9, starting with 3, 3 1s are, 3 3s are, 3 2s are and 3 3s are. Again with 3, 3 4s are 12, 3 4s are 12 and 3 1s are 3, 441. Again with 3, 3 1s are 3, 3 4s are 12 and 3 7s are 3 4s are 12 and 3 9s are 7 7s are 7 1s are. So we got the factors of 79380. Let's write down the factors. 79380 is equal to 2 into 2 into 5 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 7. So I have no space, so I have written here. You will write down like this way, and that form the pairs 2 3 3 and 7. So what is remaining? 5 is remaining. 2 into 3 into 3 into 7 into 5 is remaining, that is 5 is only one time. So you will either multiply this number by 5 or you will divide the number with 5. So your answer will be multiply the number with 5, or you can also write divide the number with 5 to make 79380 a perfect square. This is your answer. Now next sum, example 27. This I am reading from the book. If 1156 students in a school are to form a square pattern in the field for the mass drill on the sports day, how many students will form each side of the square? And that is nothing else but 1156 is equal to x square. So x is equal to root 1156. Therefore x is equal to 34. 34 students will stand on each side of the square field. Your answer is 34. You just have to find out the root of 1156. Next question after 27, it's 28. The question is, the perimeter of a square field is 176 meter. What is the area of the field? See, perimeter is equal to 176 meter. Perimeter of the square field is given. That means the total of all four sides, and in a square all the four sides are equal. So side equal to 176 divided by 4, and that is 44 meter. What is the one side? 44 meter. Now area is equal to side square. So is equal to 44 into 44. And what will be your answer? Calculate and write down. It will be 1936 square meter area. Again I will explain you. The perimeter of a square field is given, and that is 176 meter. So first find out the side. Side is equal to 176 upon 4. That is 44. 44, 44, 44 and 44. 4 sides. Then area. The formula of area is S square. So what is our S? 44. 44 into 44, and that is 1936 is your answer. So we have done example 28. Now let's see another example, and that is example 30. I am reading from the book. The question, the length and the breadth of a rectangular hall are 24 meter and 18 meter respectively. What is the length of the largest straight line that can be drawn on the floor of the hall? See, I have to draw the figure for this. Example 30. Example 30, the figure is like this way. It's a rectangle. The length and breadth are given. The length is 24 meter and the breadth is 18 meter. So you have to find out the largest straight line that can be drawn on the floor, and the largest straight line is the diagonal. You have to find out this. So you can see this a right angle triangle and this is the hypotenuse. So if we name this rectangle as A, B, C, D, AC you have to find. AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is equal to AB is 18 square plus 24 square. What is 18 square? 18 square is 324 and 24 square is 576. Sorry. Now total it will be 900. AC square is equal to 900. AC is equal to root 900. So AC is equal to 30. What is the square root of 900? It's 30. So this way you will solve the sum. Once again I will explain you. In the rectangle, length and breadth is given. Length is 24, breadth is 18. And you have to find out the hypotenuse. So this you can see a right angle triangle and AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So AC square is equal to 18 square plus 24 square. 18 square is 324. 24 square is 576. Add both this, you will get 900. So AC is equal to 30. Root 900 is 30. With this we have completed the problem sums of chapter number 3. Now only last topic is left, and that is of estimation, which we will see in the next video. Now it's time for your homework. So please note down the homework. In your homework, first you will complete exercise 3C, question number 2, 6 and 7 in your fair book. Exercise 3C, question 2, 6 and 7 in your fair book, which I have taught you in this video itself. Then coming to examples, in examples, you will do example number 20, then 22, 26, 27, 28 and 30. Yes, you will do this much examples in your example book. Example book. No need of doing other examples which I have not mentioned on the board. So don't do other examples in your example book. Only do this much examples 20, 22, 26, 27, 28 and 30 in your example book, and complete exercise 3C, question 2, 6 and 7 in your fair book. With this, I end my today's session, and we will meet in the next video talking about the estimation method of finding the square root. So till then students, thank you and bye bye. Take care.